Hello viewers, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to my channel Learn English with Hamid. Continuing with the parts of speech series. Today we do adjective. And before we discuss what an adjective is, let's talk about the pronunciation of this word. So what do you think? How is this word pronounced? Well, this word is pronounced as adjective. Adjective. It's not adjective, it's adjective. Whenever there is D and J together, so D is silent. And we say adjective, stress on the first syllable. So what is an adjective? Well, an adjective is a word. It's a word, or could be words also, which gives us information about a noun. The role of an adjective is to give information about a noun. For example, if I say, I have a car. Now you don't know what kind of car I have. What color is it, for example? But if I say I have a red car, or if I say I have a white car, so now you know what color car do I have, right? What color car I have now. So adjectives give us information, and adjectives tell us about color. For example, these color words, they're adjectives. Adjectives can also tell us about size, small, big. For example, something is small or big. This room is small, for example, or this is big. They tell us about number. For example, if I say I have 2 markers. So marker is a noun. And 2, the number 2 tell us about the number of nouns I have, markers I have. They can also tell us about the quality of something. For example, great, fantastic. Adjectives can also tell us about opinion, someone's opinion, like exciting, boring, for example. And adjectives can also tell us about material, which means what something is made of or what something is made from. For example, golden or wooden. Adjectives can also tell us about age, old, new, young, for example. Origin. Origin means where something or someone is from, like Spanish. If I say Spanish omelette, for example, or French cities, let's say, or French people, let's say. So origin. As far as, the next point about adjectives, most adjectives in English contain one word. For example, great, fantastic, superb, lovely. These adjectives have only one word. But there are some adjectives, not that many, which have 2 words, which contain 2 words, 2-word adjectives. For example, mouth-watering, so 2 words. Kind-hearted, 2 words. Soft-spoken, good-looking, well-mannered. These adjectives have 2 words. There are a few adjectives which have more than 2 words. For example, run-of-the-mill, which means like something ordinary, normal, larger than life, and do or die. We can create new adjectives, and we can create or form new adjectives from nouns. For example, room is a noun. So from room we have roomy, like spacious. From wind we have windy. From ice we have icy. From cloud we have cloudy. From wit we have witty. So these are adjectives that we form from nouns, and there are so many other adjectives. Adjectives are also formed from verbs. For example, enjoy. So from enjoy we have enjoyable. From hate we have hateful. From laugh we have laughable. And from forget we have forgetful. And if you see here, we have different endings. For adjectives. Here we have y, Here we have ABLE, for example. Here we have full. So different adjectives end in different letter combinations. Some properties of adjectives. For example, in English, adjectives do not change their form for gender. Like if there is an adjective, for example, good or bad. So if we use good for male or female, they do not change their form. So we'll say he is a good person, she is a good person. He's a bad person, she is a bad person. So these adjectives in English do not change their form for gender. And for number also, like he's a good person, they are good people. So they do not change their form. Now about the position of adjectives. Should we use adjectives before nouns or after nouns? Well, most of the adjectives are flexible. They can either come before or after. But there are certain adjectives which come only before nouns. For example, any, like do you have any information about that person? For example, dedicated, like a dedicated father. As a dedicated father, he did many things for his children, for example. So dedicated will come only before a noun. Lone, only before a noun. Mayor, only before a noun. If you use them after nouns, wrong. Some adjectives are used only after nouns. Like for example, asleep. So an example is the child is asleep, right? The child is asleep. My father is asleep, right? Ablaze, like the. Another property of adjectives is that adjectives are stackable. Stackable means you can stack them one after the other. Like you can use more than one adjective at a time for one noun. For example, if I say I have a red coat, I have a red coat, I have a blue marker, I have a black marker. So I'm using one adjective. But I can use more than one adjective. I could say I have a new blue marker, for example, or I have an old black marker. So if you see here, we can use more than one adjective. This is one of the properties of adjectives. They are stackable, like we can use more than one adjective at a time. They could be 3, there could be 4, there could be 5. So an amazing red coat, we have 2 adjectives here. Big white dog, for example, 2 adjectives. Another property of adjectives is that adjectives are gradable. Gradable means like they have degrees. For example, small, so this is positive degree. Smaller, comparative degree. Smallest, these are degrees. So this is another property of adjectives. Big, bigger, biggest. So adjectives are gradable, they can be graded. That's it, what we have for today. We'll continue with the adjectives in our next video. And before we leave, please like, share and subscribe to my channel and ring that bell for more notifications. See you.